level, make the side. So and then you put it right here on top of your cake. So make sure that it's leveled it. So put it right on the, because it's my table is right here. It's in wood. So either that you can push table together to make it. Okay. So then you put the level right on the flat surface, just like a countertop or something like that. And then just like you this motion. And right on it, I'm just not saying it. You have to go above to the air. So just doing this to make the cake level on the top. And then you flip the top to the bottom. Okay. After you level the top, I don't like this one, I like this one. And then you can level your cake just like toward it. So that's why, and then you can use a small one or big one, it doesn't matter. And you put the plate against the cakes and make sure that the side, the top and the bottom is even or whatever you like. So if you want to move it, use the white part against the cake, the table and push that down, not push the purple knot. Because the purple knot, if you push it, it will break.
Okay.
It will bend and broke. If it broke, then you can't use this one anymore. Okay. So be careful to use the white and push, and then you move the plate.
Yeah.
Okay. And the other side too. So make sure that both sides the same number is level. And put again the cake again. A little bit on top. It's in the middle. So I can push it in the middle a little bit. So make sure my cake is level. And then put again this cake.
Okay.
And then just hold your cake with the other hand and just go back and forth.
That was a little bit easier. It looks easy.
Yeah,
right.
It's
And
easy.
Level.
Yeah, this is the level. When it's done, either that you use the other cake board, slide it in the cake, and then scoop it. It's right here. So scoop it in half. So after you done that, then put it on the turntable. It will be on page 20. After it says 23, and this is 24. That's the level it. So after I leveled it, so now I prepare the filling. So the filling is, because the way that they show is they want to make sure that the filling it didn't spill out on the side. Sometimes that you have liquid, sometimes that you have a different kind from the icing and the filling. So they use the tip number 12. In the middle, medium consistency, and to put the dam or the edges, so make sure that the filling isn't spill on the side, right on the edges. Okay, and that you fill, because I don't have anything to fill it. Either that I can use the same icing that I put it in here, so I can use my icing. Just put a little bit. Usually that when I use my spatula to smooth out, make sure that you put everything on the cake in the middle. And then use the angle spatula to smooth it out by using this one. After I feel it's okay, so I put the other half back. And this time I can fix my cake around. Okay, then I can fill my top and ready to ice my cake. So I take it then. Today. Okay, so after I put the other half, so make sure that I have to clean my turntable. Make sure that I have no crumb around it. So make sure that it didn't stick on the icing while after
So
I.
you wonder what I was doing this year.
Okay.
So
I didn't filled in with icing all the way up here.
Okay. After I put the other half back, so I use this tip. Remember that everybody have this tip with you,
Yeah,
and the 16-inch back.
yeah.
Okay, that's good. So either that you can ice the top or on the side first. It doesn't matter. But sometimes I put the top, sometimes I put the side. It doesn't matter. So you put your, okay, just come on this side. You put your tip right touching the cakes, not just like pulling out. Because if you're pulling out like this, the icing didn't attach your cake, and then when you smooth it, it will have a trouble.
Yeah.
So for me, I put my icing back tip right on the edge of the cake, and then use this and squeeze it and
Whoa.
turn it.
so nice.
Makes sense. Wow.
Yeah, I think the
I
consistency.
didn't knew that before.
That's
Yeah.
why you come in class.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay. Wow. And a little bit on the top here.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. Now that I put on the top from outside to the center. So that you see that it's very easy. It's no crumbs at all.
Yeah.
So after I've done that, so I use my angle spatula. So every single time that you touching your cake, make sure that it's clean, not clean, but not a lot of icing
Okay.
on the spatula.
Okay.
And then put it in. So make sure my cake is cover the icing, so I won't see any cake at all. This time I just want to make sure that my cake cover with icing. Okay, so I clean again before I retouch. So on the side, I use my 45-degree angle, and then just make sure my icing touching my cake, attach my cake, and then just slowly smooth. So just slow. This time it's very slow because you want to make sure the icing attach your cake. So after I run the whole circle, then I use my spatula to whip out the excess. You see now the cake pour is the guide, so
Right,
this
right.
won't touch the cake a lot. So my cake right now is okay. So for the top. So my cake is a little, and every single time that you ice it and you see any crumb, make sure that you toss it. Don't
Okay.
use it again because it will show.
Oh.
It will show. Okay. And if you want to put more
On the center, right?
on the center,
To make it level.
or just on the side, whatever you want, just put a lot in here.
Okay.
Because anyway, later on you will, and then again, you the bottom, I mean the other side to smooth it out. So use the turntable as the tool to help you to smooth the cake very easily. Just like this. go back and forth, make sure if you like it, or you can use the other tool that I will show you, the other tool that I have. And I love this one too. The icing smoother.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you just put the flat in here,
okay.
and then 45-degree angle, go straight. And just get out the excess. And back. So I almost done, and I know this time that it's hard to get smooth,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel that's good enough, because the more that you play with this cake, the more it gets worse. So everything is
Okay now.
everything is flat and even, then that's good. You don't want to get smooth now, because when it's wet, it's hard to smooth. So at this stage, I just leave it rest. So just let it dry before I come next.